It's a happy day today.
I know. Thank you. Mick Jagger. Oh, this is great. Thank you so much.
Now we're off to see two of the dogs that are older dogs that were street dogs. These are dogs that had a very hard start in life. Lady and Mick Jagger. Lady, you will remember, was crawling in fleas. She was dragging herself around the streets, really in a bad way. And Mick Jagger had been hit with a metal bar, we believe, on his head and his back legs. He'd been on the street for about 8 or 9 years, we believe, but they got taken in by the lovely Jamie.
My name's Jamie. I'm recently retired here in Koh Samui from Toronto, Canada, and found this lady. I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
I do this every time I think about it. So where I live now, I'm not allowed to actually have a dog, but I've found a place, and on August 1st, we have our own home together with outdoor space, and she's gonna come and spend the rest of her life with me. And I promise to make it as perfect as I can make it.
He'd been counting down the days to get his new house. I think it was 2 months he had to wait to move into the condo that I'm going to now that was dog friendly, and it felt like the longest two months of his life, we kept saying. He used to visit Lady all the time and bring her treats, and Mick Jagger just sort of snuck in there as a second dog. He was like, oh, Lady will need some company, so that's how Mick Jagger got there. So yeah, looking forward to going over and seeing this. I've seen it in videos and I've seen them settling in, but let's go and visit them. So how's life with Mick and Lady?
It's been a great month. Lots of changes, lots of getting used to each other, getting to trust each other, know each other. But these two, boy, street dogs are smart. I just can't get over how quick these two have been learning to to adapt to living in a house now and not trying to survive on a street. So it's been very interesting.
Look at that fur. Look at that fur, madam. Snowy white. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Maybe because Lady's the older one, and maybe she had a different situation, because I don't think Lady had a pack, but she was really, has been a really assertive resource guarder. And Mick, who's just a bit more easygoing about everything, really has just had to learn to sort of adapt to Lady's behaviors. And, with some help, we've learned how to get past a lot of all that stuff. If you ask me, Lady's come a long way. So the fur has really gotten thicker and lighter and more colorful, and very, she's so soft, her fur. She now is the first one out the door for a walk, which, I think you remember she had no interest in leaving the office. Now she goes right for the leash and off we go. Mick is just the sweetest, gentlest, happiest dog. We're doing a bit of checkup on, his health right now. He's lived a long time on the street, so, it leaves sometimes some problems. But I'm not too worried about that yet. I think we'll get that dealt with pretty well. And there goes Lady. We have two separate beds. When we first all got together, Lady would sleep at one end of the house and you would sleep at the other end of the house, right? And over time, what I've noticed is they've come closer and closer and closer, and there's Lady crawling in her bed now. So it's been fun to watch them getting to be friends and negotiating it, learning how to be comfortable with each other.
Why did you adopt Lady and Mick specifically?
Lady and I have a bit of a history. She lived on the street where I lived before you rescued her now. And so I've always had an affinity towards Lady. And Mick, you just can't help but fall in love with Mick. And I just, there's something about older dogs I wish people were more interested in adopting older dogs. They're gentler, they've settled down, they're for the most part, even street dogs, the two of them would never pee in the house or go to the bathroom in the house. And they're just so gentle and so relaxed. So the hardest bit was the first couple of weeks, having two dogs who spent their life on the streets trying to survive and needing to find food every day, find a place to live every day and sleep safely. You know, there was a lot of discomfort between the two of them, particularly Lady. So working with a dog behaviorist, it's me who's done the learning here. She taught me the signals to look for with street dogs, and just the way street dogs behave and their attitudes and their personalities, and how to work with that to make things easier. And so what was initially really difficult in terms of getting along together has really smoothed out. That I'd say was the hardest part, but it really just honestly takes patience and consistency and, love.
What I loved about that was just how at ease Lady and Mick Jagger were. It really is. I think we've rehomed 65 dogs now, and if ever there's any doubt about the work that's going on, that seeing those two dogs with Jamie just makes it worthwhile. It's not just that they're healthier physically, but mentally. Lady and Mick Jagger were always really good at the land. Lady a little bit less so. She was a little bit sort of possessive, and she'd never had a home. And Jamie explaining that it took a couple of weeks for her to settle down, but it looks like she's been in a home forever now in that house, and she's got stronger and bigger, and that's all down to Jamie and his patience. So yeah, wonderful to go and check up on them, and it's so nice to know that every day that they have now is a wonderful day with Jamie. What a guy. I think it just shines through that he's a wonderful, caring dog lover, and we need more people like him. Incredible.